New York, as you know, is a city with deep connections to the nation of Haiti. New Yorkers have followed the huge tragedy that took place there intently, eager to help in any ways that we can. I've talked to a number of people with family down there. The heartbreak and loss is almost too much to fathom, and the road ahead for Haiti is almost too daunting to comprehend. But there have been moments of inspiration. Moments when people long feared dead have, against all odds, been pulled alive out of the rubble. And every one of these is a miracle. No matter how small, it causes a cause for hope and reason for us to give thanks. And today, it is my pleasure to welcome home 80 miracle workers, 80 members of our joint NYPD FDNY urban search and rescue team who worked on the front lines of the global rescue effort in Haiti. Our team worked tirelessly from the very moment they arrived on Saturday, the 16th. Within hours of landing, they were called into action, leading the rescue of a child and two adults trapped inside a collapsed grocery store. A short while later, the team was again at the center of a daring rescue, this time of a severely dehydrated 55-year-old man trapped underneath what had been a 4-story building. And last Wednesday, our team, working side by side with the team from Virginia to pull off yet one more miracle, rescued a young brother and sister from the wreckage of a supermarket. By the time our guys found the children, the two of them, you should know, had been buried underneath the rubble, unbelievably, for a full 7 days.
We were just wrapping up our day about 4:45 when a police officer had come to the cars. We were with Virginia Task Force 2. And this police officer said there was a confrontation not too far, and the individuals are saying that two children were trapped in the building. Virginia and New York went to the scene, and when we got there, we saw the father digging with a crowbar, trying to get his kids out for 8 days. We used our search equipment. We have a search camera. We put the search camera in the hole and found, through the lens that the kids were indeed in there. And at that point, the guys got together. We got a tape measure. We measured how deep they were in. And then we went on top of the pile, and we started delayering the pile, meaning taking the 3 floors that they were under off of them. And approximately 4 hours later, we had a hole big enough to look inside and see that the children were in there. They were in a void, but they weren't trapped. They were in a void. He was able to move around. And once we made that hole big enough, we asked them to come out. It was an amazing feeling.
A quote by Winston Churchill: "To every person comes a time in their life when they're tapped on the shoulder and asked to do something specific and unique to their talents. And what a shame if that moment finds them unprepared for what would have been their finest hour." Last week, this team was tapped on the shoulder, and in my vision, it was their finest hour to date. They did a fantastic job, met with terrible conditions, adapted, overcame, and mission accomplished.